Okay, so for the past 12 videos, we've actually covered the introduction to the SPSS as well as some basics about statistic analysis. Most importantly, we've covered the topic of descriptive statistics. And for this part, I think it's a good opportunity to have a bit of uh, um, to have a bit of reflection on what we've learned and suggested reading if you want to have a better understanding of the topics we've already covered. Uh, I've um, I've introduced two books here. One is Palent book. The book itself is SPSS Survival Manual. I think they have a version 6 or version 7 even already. Uh, in the library, you could still get version 4 and 5. There's no problem if you use a previous version. And they've updated some examples, but majority of the content are similar. And SPSS Survival Menu is straightforward, is tailored for you to quickly get onto the application of SPSS. However, it lacks the depth in terms of the quantitative or statistic knowledge. So, for example, if you are more interested in why certain test has been like this, for example, you could run a quick standard deviation test just by following the steps of uh, the chapter on Palent's book, but you might wonder what exactly is standard deviation and how it's differ from a variance. Also, I've covered this in the previous video, but you might be interested to know even in more details of the development or the functions equations that calculate the whole process. Then you could actually look at Andy Field's book. Well, I quoted 2003 version, but I believe there's a 2015 or 16 version as well. The book is called Discovering Statistics Using SPSS for Windows. Well, bear in mind that Andy Field has a series of books that are using different software packages. So it has a similar title, which is Discovering Statistics Using. Bear in mind that you need to pick up using SPSS instead of using Stata, for example. Um, so these are the chapters for the topics that we've covered so far. So that's a suggested reading. Also, I want you to have a opportunity to practice what you've learned so far. So um, these are just some tasks, some really easy tasks. If you've followed what being introduced in the previous videos, then these could be really easy tasks. So I ask you to, again, to import the Survey 5ED short data set and examine the variance and standard deviation of a self-est and check the frequency of variable age group 3 using percentage instead of cases. So that's some very simple tasks for you to complete of the content that has been covered so far. Of course, we've introduced way more than that, but this is just a practice for you to self-check that you understand the basics.